Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and today I'm going to be taking a first impressions look at Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. A game that, like I've said before, I have watched a fairly large chunk of an LP of many years ago, but I've never actually played myself. And since I finally got around to doing the Meta Ridley video yesterday, and then finishing the game of the first Metroid Prime, I'm finally ready to give Echoes a go. So we're doing this again with the Prime Trilogy version for the Wii, using Dolphin's primehack variant. So this is playing with mouse and keyboard. Hopefully the controls are all still the same for Echoes. Also, we're going to play on Veteran, because as I realized after doing the original kind of Metroid Prime revisiting video, Veteran is the GameCube difficulty. Normal is an easy mode added to these. Though Echoes is a harder game than the original Prime, so it might be more noticeable here. Mission File 02546. 8 days ago, contact with Galactic Federation Trooper Squad Bravo was lost. Contract agreement. Locate Federation troopers and render assistance. Data confirmation. Last transmission received from a rogue planet located in the Dasha region called Aether. Uploading last known coordinates now. It seems that in the Prime Trilogy version, these pre-rendered cutscenes are still very crusty, but there are almost none of them, so it doesn't really matter. Almost all of the cutscenes in Metroid Prime are in-engine. The only time I noticed it was actually at the end of the game. You know, for a bounty hunter, Samus gets sent on a lot of rescue missions, and now we're in-engine, which looks way better. And we start off with the Varia suit. Though, Metroid Prime also started you with the Varia suit until you bumped into a wall and it fell off. Basically. I don't know if this game also takes away your upgrades, because I know that it has its whole own set of upgrades based on light and darkness, so I don't think we're going to lose our upgrades so much as just they will be irrelevant. Alright, well here we are. I guess, start scanning. Statue houses a power grid, motivator unit, and an energy projection array. All systems are offline due to age or structural damage. Okay, so those are all identical. Object scan complete. Statue's motivator unit is functional but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternate energy source. This weird web here. Object contains large quantity of acidic fluid. Fluids may be used by indigenous bioforms for digestive purposes. Shell is vulnerable to weapons fire, so that's the way we need to go. What about Samus's ship?
Recording to logbook.
Starship, Hunter-class gunship. Vessel registered to Samus, Iran. Your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. So I'm not actually clear. I don't know Samus's backstory on her ship, if it is supposed to just be a Chozo ship, or she had it custom made to look like her suit. I mean, there's some Chozo writing on the side here. Should it be on fire? I guess we took some damage coming down through the atmosphere. One of the engines is out. The suit looks shinier than it does in the first game. I feel like there's a more kind of metallic effect going on. Alright, enough standing around, lady. So what upgrades do we have right now? We have the Morph Ball. We have the Double Jump, which I don't think we can use to get up there. There's nothing to jump off of. But yeah, so far it seems to control identically to the first one. Can't scan these horrible tendrils. Also, the doors look different. I don't know why that's surprising. Different planet, after all. Samus, don't jump down. I wasn't done. There was another tunnel. Alright, so I think this is Federation technology. All of this stuff. These storage units are known for their complex lock systems. Destroy them to discover their contents. I missed the first part. Galactic Federation crate. Device is part of a ventilation system converted to dispense pesticide. System is still active. Pesticide supply at 13% and dropping. So they just wanted to kill all the bugs down here. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match splinter. Source of termination, inhalation of industrial-grade pesticide. Toxic elements still present in local atmosphere. Maintain suit lockdown for effective life support. Lock armor disengaged. Destroy locks to activate the gate. Gate will remain open once activated. So these are just tutorial doors, basically. Heavy Galactic Federation crate. Storage units are durable. Only heavy weapons and explosives can damage them. Looks like we do have missiles to start with. And the charge beam. It's actually a nice little effect, that little pulse that comes out of it when it fills up. That's new. Well, you know, new from Metroid Prime. So yeah, I guess Echoes is a bit of a Majora's Mask in the Metroid series, in that some people really like it more than the other games, and some people like it a lot less than the other games because it is kind of different. I do know it's considerably longer than Metroid Prime, and much less obvious about where to go. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match splinter. Bioscan indicates creature was hit by an unusual amount of weapons fire, more than necessary to kill it. Marines are not prone to such overkill. Also a door. Mark 6 gate, armored defense system. This gate is used with armored security locks. The locks must be neutralized for the gate to operate. Gate is durable, resistant to all but the most potent explosives. I wonder if those are ever going to show up again. Because it's not like the Federation, I think, had a significant presence here. Object is composed of nutrient-grade biomatter, protected by thick exobarrier and tensile webbing. Possible source of nourishment for local bioforms. I don't know, kind of looks like a pupa. Or a cocoon. I mean, even down here, it's looking pretty organic. Security panel online. Gate control system restored. Moving gate to open position. This is a converted cargo pod gate. This gate was once part of a starship cargo bay. It has been modified for security purposes. It will move when a nearby panel is scanned. Okay. Well, here's their little base. Security gate report. All gates remain intact. Several gates have taken considerable damage from hostile forces. Repeated assaults may lead to a gate breach in chambers A and C. Ventilation system conversion complete. Dispensing of pesticide is commenced. Pesticide is proving effective, hostile forces decreasing in number, though still at critical levels. You know, the Federation never seems to tell Samus what exactly they were doing with the people that she is sent to investigate. It's like, yeah, they disappeared. They were just, they were just chilling on that planet. Communication system offline. Analysis indicates wiring damage in 3 crucial areas. Local hostiles are likely source of damage. Unable to repair system. This is an elevator, I think? Or it's a map station. Step into hologram to update map data. Casualty reports, Sector A. 3 troopers lost. They were unable to open Gate A1 when a gas trap was engaged and could not escape to safety. Lock malfunction is to blame. Still gets a little crusty once in a while, but again, it's very rare, so it doesn't bother me when it happens. Okay, so it still uses the same exact sort of holographic map from the first game, which is, for some people, kind of confusing, but I didn't find there was too much trouble navigating it. Forget how to move the map. Oh, Z is right-click. There we go. So yeah, there's quite a lot in this area. You can see it says light map at the top, and that's because I believe every area has a Dark World equivalent, which is kind of the main mechanic of this game. Oh, okay, I wasn't all the way through the door. I was like, weird that it doesn't let me scan any of this. Terminated bioform scan complete, codex genome match, standard human. Scans indicate this trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels in body suggest a state of extreme fear at the time of death.
Recording to logbook.
Morphology, worker splinter, drone of the splinter hive. Low-threat target generates webbing for use in its duties. It's maybe a little weird that it seems like when you scan something, it just knows what the thing is inherently. Because like some of the scans are a little more like, I don't know what this is, but here's some biological data that'll be useful to shooting it. Source of fatal wounds, Galactic Federation assault weapon. Trooper was, in all likelihood, killed by friendly fire. Whether it was an accident or not remains to be seen. Scans detect extremely high levels of an unknown toxin in the target's body. Numerous micropunctures in armor and body. Trace elements of toxin around these areas. I think there's a few more. We get to find out how each of these men died. Cause of death difficult to determine. Digestive fluid present within armor. Subject is being broken down into simpler matter for consumption by local predators. Excessive blunt trauma to numerous critical points. Bioscan results indicate that there were at least 30 individual attackers involved in this trooper's demise. So these creatures are, like, not even entirely physical. But we can still shoot them. I guess they're present enough in this reality. To be viable targets. Not really sure why I just killed them, though. It seemed like they were harmless to us. Oh, there he goes. This area seems to have fared much worse than the other one.
Recording to logbook.
Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Personal log entry. Is that Gunnery Sergeant? C. Bennett. Data transferred to your logbook for further review. I don't remember which one's the logbook. I think it's this one. Yep. I don't know why you couldn't just, like, give this to me without having to open this. It's like 5 levels deep. There's something wrong with the lock systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, At least we'll go out fighting instead of hiding in the control area.
Recording to logbook.
Okay, I'm not gonna read all of their logs right away. Security panel offline. Unable to access gate controls. Restore power to the system to operate it. Security breach. Multiple areas. All units to full alert. Command and control center compromised. Repel invading hostiles at all costs. All unit cleared to engage. Get out of here, scavengers. Also, I feel like anytime Samus is sent to rescue someone, they're already dead. Every time. Bioscan complete. Galactic Federation Trooper, 0 life signs. Trooper's armor computer heavily damaged, unable to recover log entries. Same thing there. Enemy movement analysis complete. Attempts to block enemy access have been in vain. Enemy units have bypassed our gates and shields by burrowing through the earth nearby. Unknown bioform, 0 life signs. Scans indicate target was recently terminated. That is a nasty looking critter. And I think that's everything in this room. Also, I can scan the door. I forgot to do that. This is a powered door system. Low-level energy shield on door to prevent activation by local creatures. Weapons fire of any type will disrupt the shield and open the door. Imagine a world where we had to actually shoot doors open. Okay, we also have morph ball bombs. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match splinter. Targets were terminated by a variety of trooper weapons. Unknown biochemical residue was present on several exoskeletons. Further research recommended. Engineering status log. D. Senge reporting. I've installed one of the ship's reserve power cells here. It's holding so far, but too much activity could knock it offline. I hope we don't come to that. And what is this?
Recording to logbook.
Bomb slot. Powered system control unit. Yep, you just pop up with the morph ball and open it up. Source of termination, blunt trauma to critical areas. Evidence suggests these bioforms were eliminated in close combat by unarmed troopers. Alright, well, I don't know what this even opens, but let's get in there. So I do remember this, because these guys have a really good track. That's one thing I am aware of this game already, is the soundtrack, which is very solid. And I've used it also for some Subnautica videos. Dark Trooper, deceased G.F.M.C. Trooper. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs in this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. So they are just puppeted corpses. And this is why one guy was full of bullet holes. They do very little damage to Samus, though. Well, at least this guy didn't get back up. Door system access denied. Unable to bypass security codes. Seek an alternative exit. They're like outright zombified in there. You can see that their visors are broken. Purple flesh underneath. I keep hearing that sound of the door closing, and it sounds like when a sentry gun pops out in the first game. Well, here goes a fella that looks just like me. Wonder who that could be. Evidence suggests target was caught in a power cell explosion. Cellular breakdown from radiation exposure present in 72% of target's biomass. Cause of death: cardiac arrest due to electrocution. Subject was ensnared in a network of live wires leading from an active power core. I have to assume these things will show up later, these large critters. Unknown dimensional anomaly. Anomaly seems to be a dimensional rift. Target destination unknown. Let's just step into it. Broken down into individual molecules and then reassembled. So this is Dark Samus. It becomes kind of a central antagonist for the Prime series specifically, with 2 and 3, though it does actually appear if you get, I think, 100% completion in Metroid Prime. It appears as like an extra little cutscene at the end, and it's made from Samus's Phazon suit. They kicked me out of their reality. Shows a battlesuit version SA1 44.6. I didn't get to read the whole thing. So, there goes my space jump. There goes my grapple beam. We didn't even get to use that before they took it away. Warp ball boost. Power bomb generator. Missile launcher. Morph ball bomb module. Well, that means we're not opening this. Whatever's left, it still works. Got another one of these doors. Though I think that's where we came from, right? No, that's where we came from. The rift disappeared. Okay, apparently you can still dash. I was about to say, without the space jump, I don't think you can dash out of the way. That's kind of your more effective strafe to avoid attacks. Kind of wish there was a way to do it without being locked on, because there are certain enemies it would be very useful against, like Meta Ridley, that break your lock on. Is there anything else in this room of importance? There's a save station off to the right. But yeah, I'd like to continue with this until we at least get the first new beam. I think you get that pretty soon. Save station. Step into these stations to save your game. But they do not replenish your missiles. unless they combine that in this one. But in the first game, you needed a missile station separately, which I think isn't the case for most Metroid games. Power relay is connected, elevator online. But this is not a separate area elevator. I don't know what that is. Unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate alien text. To access door controls, you will need to update your translator files. I don't know what language this is, you're gonna have to find it out yourself. Lock armor disengaged. Oh, okay, we do have another one of these gates. I guess the Federation did at least make it this far. They didn't just set up in one cave. There's an enemy up there, I think? Looking at the motion tracker. This is a Galactic Federation combat crane, portable lifting system used by troops to assemble temporary battle structures. Powerful winch system lifts and moves objects quickly. Object scan complete. This is a heavy transport crate. Unit cannot be destroyed. Currently connected to industrial winch system for movement. Is this the first game where you actually see, like, Federation troops at all? Because I know they're mentioned in the other ones, but I don't know if you ever find, like, dead ones in any of the 2D games. I know you do in AM2R, but that was a whole section that was added that wasn't in Metroid 2. Mark II bridge. Portable bridge system. This bridge is durable, but often locks in place, leading the Marines to call for a new design. Stop using these bridges, please. Secure Galactic Federation crate. Made of the strongest metals in the cosmos. They cannot be destroyed. Ever. But they can be lifted. Alright. Anyway, we still can't open these doors yet. A life form. And it looks a lot like the beetles from Metroid Prime. Green Crawly. Omnivorous hunter-gatherer. Simple-minded creature patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index, avoid physical contact. Don't walk into them and they won't hurt you. Splinter, predatory insectoid hunter. Splinters are aggressive and dangerous in numbers. Their light armor is no match for your weapons, however. Though these aren't the same ones, I don't think, that attacked us. I think those were like dark splinters or something. I suppose, though, if every area has a corresponding Dark World area, that would explain why the game is so much longer, because they basically get double length out of each area. Destroy locks to lower the bridge. Another guy. Seems to have been crushed, though. Galactic Federation Marine Corps. Personnel log entry. Private First Class M. Peroni. Shouldn't be surprised that I don't have the speed ball, either. Okay, that's another one of those statues. I think we need the dark beam for this, which of course we don't have yet. So I do know that this planet is inhabited by a sentient race that isn't wiped out, like the Chozo on Talon 4. And I think we should meet one of them soon. The only NPC in the game. Blast shield on the door. It needs missiles, right? Yeah. So already we're seeing a bunch of things that in typical Metroid fashion, you'll have to come back to when you have upgrades. Industrial winch engaged. Shitty winch broke. Okay, we created a shortcut. Also, I don't know if you saw it there, but for a moment the sky kind of pulsed purple. Like it was just kind of reflecting the dark world. Because I think that's the threat you're trying to stop in this game, is the dark world absorbing the regular world on this planet. Even though we've already completed our mission, we know that all of the Federation Marines are dead, but Samus is very curious. She always has to investigate. Denzium. The local creatures have weakened it along with time and erosion. Probably need missiles for that. Usually those material types that are outlined in red are specific to a, bombs or missiles or whatever. Though I don't think they're the same as the ones in Metroid Prime, where it was like benzium. Mark 7 defense gate. Composed of denzium. High yield explosives are effective. So I don't wonder if that's super missiles? You are cleared to proceed. Some gates will remain locked down to prevent future incursion by hostile forces. I wonder if we'll get a first boss out of scanning range. Because yeah, we'll probably play like an hour of this. Target identified, Galactic Federation Communications Array. Target is part of a deep space communications system. Local interference is jamming its signal until conditions cleared is effectively useless. I hear a power-up around. Private First Class El Brauda. Comm system activated, initiating automated distress signal. Adjusting transmitter for optimum performance. Also, while you're very isolated in Metroid Prime, and this one as well, the third Metroid Prime actually does have quite a few, NPCs, which some people took against it. But I think generally most people liked Prime 3, if they like the other Prime. Yeah, so we activated that, but it's not going to do anything. They're not very effective as reanimated corpses. Durable plant form adapted to low-light environment. Presence of a plant container suggests that it was placed here for decoration. Possibly by local sentients. Biostructure has been compromised by burrowing predators. Tunnel leads to control area. And we do have a sentry gun here, which is for some reason also hostile to me. Growler class turret, automated defense system, lightly armored gun used for point defense. Fast targets can evade its tracking system. Which is, it's hard to dash out of the way when it's on the ceiling in a small tunnel. I should be scanning those pickups as well. Those add to your completion. At least in the first game they did. It doesn't seem like they're adding to it here because the thing's not popping up. Interface modules used to operate this gate. Okay. Local interference blocking scan visor. There's a gate in the way, idiot. Gate may operate in an erratic fashion. Don't get crushed. SPC. That one I don't remember. But then again, I don't exactly know all the variants of sergeant rank. There are quite a few. Gunnery sergeant is just easy to remember. Okay, seems to be the Federation ship that they used to get here. I didn't finish scanning it. Also appears to have been shot, but not zombified. Final report, G.F.M.C. Task Force Heracles. Or Heracles. While on patrol in the Dasha system, we engaged an unknown space pirate frigate. Enemy frigate was crippled and it crashed on the planet Aether. We followed the pirates, but our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our communications array. Upon landing, we split into two units. One set up an Man, these are going by really quickly. Each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. Interesting, though, that even the Federation troopers have arm cannons. Like that just became the accepted kind of way to build power armor in this universe. Though at least they have hands on theirs. Samus doesn't even have that. She just only ever has one functional hand in her power armor. I still hear a power-up. You hear that humming? That's the sound of a power-up. Probably gonna be missiles. Okay, well at least we know why they were here now. They weren't actually sent here to do suspicious things for the Federation. Captain A. Exeter. Oh god, they're even split up into more categories. I don't remember what button is bound to be, so I'm trying to like figure out how to go back. Nope, that just hides that. Nope, that's already the same. Well, I'll just do this. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reeves is right, that hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. Alright, that wasn't actually very, revelatory, considering he's the captain. More dead guys.
Recording to logbook.
Starship G.F.S. Tier, Anhur class patrol ship. Used to transport Galactic Federation Marines, vessel has sustained heavy combat damage.
Recording to logbook.
I'm gonna read all these later, it's just... don't want it to be the focus. Galactic Federation Ordnance Crate. Tactical data suggests the presence of a personnel weapon system within this crate. Use of heavy force is required to eliminate the crate. Eliminate the crate, not open it or anything. Oh, well. I guess we didn't lose our charge beam. That wasn't considered a power-up we could lose, so this is missiles. Now we can open those doors with a little... Oop. Okay, so I think these are Dark Splinters. Yeah, Dark Splinter, Darkling possessed insectoid predator. His alien symbiote within the splinter augments its strength and durability. Threat level raised. And they do seem to take more shots. When you don't have the appropriate beam.
Recording to logbook.
Grab all their log entries. I think I can get in this ship. Though you really have to duck to come out of this landing hatch. Commander K. Starling, pilot. That's just a chair, though. It doesn't actually... Does it have, like, a nameplate on it? Captain A. Exeter, commanding officer. I assume normally this is a screen. Okay, this is just all of the troopers. I assume there's one of these for each of the logs. Like, one guy on each of these has to sit on the end. Lieutenant Commander. First Lieutenant. So the commanding officers sit in front of the troops from each squad. Doors to open position. Access to map station granted. Mother, update me on the current situation. I don't know, all those panels on the walls kind of brought to mind the mother computer rooms from Alien. What is a T? Well, we got a bunch of door colors we can't open. I think... Is that plasma beam? I didn't think the plasma beam was in this. I thought it was just the light and dark beams. Maybe that is just the color for the dark beam. Blast shield. Unable to interface with door. Alien text. Object appears to be a damaged piece of powered art. Hollow projectors are offline. Combat damage appears final. Repairs are unlikely. Power restored to kinetic orb cannon. Unit locked in current firing position. Auto fire feature enabled. Yeah, it shoots kinetic orbs, obviously. Okay. This will launch us at that bowl over there. It's funny. So I don't think I can get up here. No, just a little too short with one jump. I gotta jump out of the ship. I think these are new. Pretty sure there wasn't any of those in Prime. I might have remembered if I didn't wait like 6 months to finish the damn game. Because now it's actually been a while since I did that playthrough. Blast shield is invulnerable to most weapons. A power bomb. Oh, okay. There's power bomb doors. That's new.
Recording.
Any of this? Anything? Presence of a control system. Interface method unknown. Control units not present in the visible spectrum or current time space.
Recording to
Sorry, your princess is in another reality. PFCE Dennis. Or Denise. Oop. I hit a bug.
Recording to logbook.
War Wasp. Cunning Aerial Hunter. So these were directly in the first Prime. I guess they are spread out across the galaxy. Airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. Target can fire blasts of energy at foes.
Recording to logbook.
Xenotech, kinetic orb cannon, fires small spherical objects at high speeds. Scan interface panel to bring the cannon online, then enter the hologram to fire. Well, I don't see it down here anywhere. Oh, there it is. I think you actually have to see it from the front. Nope, never mind. That does seem to be our only way up, so if we had to see it from the front, then that would be a problem. Actually a bit of a slower opening than Metroid Prime. Because I feel like we're still in the exploring the ship phase of Metroid Prime right now. We haven't gotten to the main meat of this adventure. We don't even have a goal yet.
Recording to logbook.
War Wasp Hive, organic domicile for insect predators. Destroying the structure will eliminate war wasps inside. And it needs missiles. I mean, this area right here kind of looks like the entryway to the Chozo ruins. We got another cannon, which I think I need to get anywhere. Unless I can jump on these. Nope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be able to jump up here. We got another cannon, but I'm not seeing a control system for it. Let's see, what if I stand all the way up here? No? Okay, well, let's look at the map. I think this is where we want to go. I think this is the place where the NPC is. And going back, there is actually a door that goes this way. Which is next to the ship. Alright, well, turn around then. Wait, how did I get in this room? Well, never mind. Definitely not getting out of here. And that means there has to be something here. Whole section is structurally unsound. Explosive damage may cause it to weaken. There we go. just had to scan around the solution when you don't know where to go in a room. Heavy impact may cause it to shatter. Okay, clearly the missile was not enough. And now I'm out of missiles. So, is there more areas that need to be damaged? Like this one right here, which looks like it should be able to. Well, it would be pretty funny if I soft-locked myself. I don't think that's the case. I mean, it seems like probably this will fire me into the wall. Alright, let's stand here. See if I can see a control panel. Oh, there it is. It was tucked away in a little hole. Puzzle complete. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense for Chozo ruins to have, like, morph ball tracks, but I don't think this race has a morph ball equivalent. Speaking of, here's a dead one. Target has been dead for 8 cycles. Trace amounts of unknown chemical present in target. It has an effect similar to mummification on dead biomatter. Further analysis required to determine chemicals' effect on living biomatter. Object analysis complete. This is a storage device. Most of the materials used to make it are indigenous to Aether. It is sturdy but not indestructible. It's just another type of crate. Alright, there's another dark rift up there. Which might be where we need to go. Oh no, the door activated. Wasn't active when I walked up to it at first. This should take us up into the temple. Rocket-powered elevator. So this is an area transition. The Great Temple. Target's size and muscle mass suggests heavy combat training. It's likely that it was a warrior of some kind. The lack of gear, armor, or weapons is curious. Perhaps they were taken by others of its kind. Target has been dead for 8.1 cycles. Despite the presence of local animals, Target corpse has not been disturbed. Scans suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within the target. This may explain the lack of carrion feeding. Oh. It's really hard to scan these, it turns out. Active power system cables. Energy flows from prime generator to auxiliary system detected. Device is part of a compromised security system. Only basic door systems remain online. Alright. Well, let's, I think get to the central temple, meet the fella who lives here, and then that'll probably be it for this first impressions. I might do more videos further in, because I feel like we haven't really touched on the main mechanics of this game yet. But first, get trapped with a bunch of these guys. This is gonna be the first boss. seems like it's just more of these guys. They take a lot of basic damage. And we got a bigger one here. Did you see the heat emanating off of the barrel from rapid firing? Alpha Splinter, alpha male of a warpack. Gigantic predator, very swift and strong. It uses ramming attacks to defeat its foes. But it is not a boss. It's still just a regular enemy that you need to dash out of the way of. These are basically the shield beetles from the first game. And that you just dash to beat them. But they also break lock. Okay, now it's a boss. Or a mini-boss. Alpha male of a Darkling warpack. Gigantic predator with symbiote-enhanced strength, speed, and armor. Still pretty basic, though. Just gets a projectile attack. And then I just realized I only have one E-tank, so 39 is actually a kind of big deal. If he hits me one more time, I'm dead. Going from the end of Metroid Prime, I was still like, oh yeah, you know, 14 energy tanks. Doesn't matter if I get hit. Is he gonna give me a new power? Oh, never mind, it just stayed in front of me. Unknown technology. Samus never shies away from absorbing unknown technology, though. System alert. Unknown item acquired. Why did you do this? Alien technology is bonded to armor systems. Threat scan complete. No negative impact on suit performance. Alright. Did not actually say what it is, but I assume it's one of the door ciphers? Not that one. Units identified as hibernetic stasis chambers. Life signs of hibernating bioforms within the chambers are steady. Chambers are made of a number of exotic metals. It would be quite difficult to breach them with conventional weapons. Inside of each, a sleeper. One of these doors will open. I'm sure of it. Or not. Compromised hibernation structure. This cocoon has been heavily damaged. Only remnants of the cocoon shell remain. I guess I just go back now? Yeah, those all seem like they need keys. Guess I'll just leave. Or go even higher up. Should have gone back to that save station. Do not be afraid. I am U-Mos, Sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear of our world's peril. Random stranger who just walked in. Yeah, so the Luminoth are basically moth people. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet Aether, exploding with great force. A rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over the world. Where once there was one Aether, there were now two, one of light and one of shadow, each existing in its own dimension. It was the end of peace on Aether, for a new race was born that day on the dark world, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Aether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world and half for theirs. I like how she still just has the arm cannon up, like, I don't know if he's going to attack me after he tells me his entire life story of his planet. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Story checks out. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us, one that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us restore our world. So that random creature one floor down had this important piece of technology just floating around in it. You're our only hope, Samus. Should we fall, the Ing will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be the next victims. The Ing have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Aether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. Also kind of taken from Link to the Past here with the go to the Dark World temples to fix things. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I have also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coded with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of Aether shine upon you. Also, I'll heal you. You know, I kind of thought he would give me the light beam.
Recording to logbook.
Luminoth, U-Mos. Indigenous sentient species of planet Aether. Subject is U-Mos, a sentinel of the Luminoth, guardian of his species and this sacred temple. So yeah, he's the only one of his kind that is no longer in stasis. The rest of them are all sleeping, waiting for this whole crisis to blow over.
Recording to logbook.
It's a regional energy controller. Unit regulates planetary energy in this sector and is linked to a global energy network. So this is what all the things that we have to go turn on are connected to. And yeah, that's kind of our main objective, is to go and steal all the energy from Dark Aether until it stops existing, basically. Alright, well now that we met U-Mos, I guess we're gonna wrap up, but I'll try opening one of these doors down here. Since I think there was a violet one. But I think this will lead to a whole other area. Because this temple is kind of the hub that connects everything. Pathway to Aegon. Beyond the pathway to Aegon sector lies. Also, I think this game is even less kind of directed in which areas you're supposed to complete first. I do think you can kind of explore around a bit more. Ow. Light Flyer. Light generating flyer. Target mechanoid is quite durable. It can fire bursts of energy in combat, which it is doing to me right now, and I don't know if I can destroy these. I thought they were going to be like, you have to use dark energy to destroy these. But no, these are like automatic Luminoth drones. Nothing. Empty pots. Oh, there we go. Missiles. Which I did need. Alright. So we'll take the elevator to Aegon, and then that seems like a good stopping point. I'll make a little bit more progress, and then maybe we'll check out one of the later areas in another video. But I am excited to be finally playing this after so long, because like I said, I didn't not play this in the past because of a lack of interest. It's just I kind of never got around to it. I even own it. I have a physical copy that has been sitting around for years. Let this gateway forever protect our sacred temple. May you find enlightenment and peace. So this leads us back here to where we were before. But now we have missiles. Seems like there would be something hidden back here. But no, it's just a weird corner. Alright, so thank you for joining me for this first impressions look into Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. I am going to be playing more of it, so maybe you will see more of it, and maybe when I record more of it, it won't take me 6 months to edit and release the damn video. Until then, you folks all take care.